Hello everyone. Children, today we are in the last section of our chapter called Understanding of Earth. Children, you all know that we live on the planet Earth, which is spherical in shape. Till now, the Earth is believed to be the only planet that supports life because all the important gases are present in the right proportion. Children, Earth is also called a blue planet. If you look at this globe, if you look at it, then the maximum part seems to be blue. This is so because the percentage of land and water on the Earth's surface is 71% and 29%. Children, water is represented with blue color and the rest is green, yellow and brown. Alright, so water occupies nearly 71% of the Earth's surface and the remaining 29% is the land area. The Earth is surrounded by a thick layer of air called atmosphere. So children, today we will be discussing about the continents and the oceans. But before I explain you the continents and the oceans, I need to explain you a little bit of Earth. Again, the important lines or latitudes present on the Earth, because when I'll explain you the continents, to tell you about the location of the continents, you need to know what northern hemisphere and what southern hemisphere is. So children, we know that by now that the globe gives the correct shape, size and location of the continents and the oceans on the Earth. Children, this is a globe. It has two endpoints which we call the North Pole and the South Pole. If you look at this diagram here, then this is North Pole and this is South Pole. These poles are fixed points. Alright. Children, there is an imaginary line called equator. This equator is also called the 0-degree latitude and it divides the Earth into two equal halves. It is a center line which divides the Earth into two equal halves. The portion or area of the Earth which lies to the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. So this area which lies to the north side of the equator is known as the northern hemisphere, and the area which lies below the equator towards the south pole is known as the southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. So this half circle hemisphere is the northern hemisphere and this half circle is the southern hemisphere. So children, this is very important. You need to know that the portion above the equator is a center line, 0-degree latitude. So the area which lies above the equator is called the northern hemisphere, and the area which lies below the equator towards the south, this whole part is the southern hemisphere. Alright, so children, these are all the imaginary lines. These are the latitudes. We have many important latitudes, lines of latitudes. Above the equator you have the Tropic of Cancer, below the equator you have the Tropic of Capricorn, then Antarctic Circle here, then here you have the Arctic Circle. Children, I'll be explaining it to you in the other chapter called the important lines of latitudes and longitudes. But in this lesson you need to remember that anything which lies above the equator, it lies in the northern hemisphere. Anything which is below the equator, it is in the southern hemisphere. Now children, let's get back to the main topic, which was the continents and the oceans. Children, there are 7 continents and 5 oceans on the Earth. Now let's talk about the continents first. Children, Now you can see here the list of 7 continents according to the size from smallest to the largest. Children, if you see in this picture also, in this picture there are 7 continents: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia and Antarctica. Okay, and this blue area, the blue part is the ocean, and you have 5 oceans also. This is Pacific Ocean on 2 sides. Then you have North Atlantic Ocean. Why it is called North Atlantic Ocean? Because it is above the equator. And this is South Atlantic Ocean because it is below the equator. Otherwise, this is Atlantic Ocean only. It is above the equator, so it is north, it is below the equator, that is why it is south. This is the Indian Ocean, this is the Southern Ocean, and here you have the Arctic Ocean. So children, these are all oceans and continents. Alright, now children, if we talk about the first continent, that is the Asia. If you see, Asia is here, and Asia is the largest continent, and Asia is the largest continent. The Ural Mountains in Russia and the Caspian Sea separate it from the European continent. It lies in the northern hemisphere. It is above the equator, that is why we say that the Asia lies in the northern hemisphere. The Himalayas, the highest mountain ranges lie in Asia. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, is in the Himalayas, and the world's most populous country, China, also lies in this continent. Now children, let's move on to the second largest continent, that is Africa. 3 important latitudes, that is the 23.5 degree north Tropic of Cancer, 0 degree equator, and the 23.5 degree south Tropic of Capricorn passes through it. This continent is called the dark continent. Now children, if you see Africa, then through Africa 3 important lines of latitude are passing. This is 0 degree latitude, and here you have the Tropic of Cancer, and down below the equator you have the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, so Africa is also called the dark continent, children. This is so because most parts were unknown to the world till the beginning of the 19th century. The 0 degree longitude, that is the prime meridian, also passes through this continent, and the world's biggest desert, the Sahara Desert, is in Africa. So children, it is very important. You need to underline it and learn it. Now let's talk about North America. Children, if you see, North America is here. North America is the 3rd largest continent. It was discovered in the 15th century. It lies in the northern hemisphere. Since it is above the equator, so it lies in the northern hemisphere. The Rocky Mountains lies along the west coast of the North America. Children, then here you have South America. Here you have South America. South America is also called Latin America. It is the 4th largest continent, with Brazil being its largest country. The Andes mountain range lies on its western border. It is the longest mountain range in the world. Now you have Antarctica. Here, Antarctica is the 5th largest continent, which remains covered with ice throughout the year. Then you have Europe. Europe is the 6th largest and the most developed continent. Then you have Australia, the smallest continent. Australia is an island continent. Children, island continent because it is occupied by water from all sides. This is the smallest of all the continents. It is both a continent and a country. It was discovered in 1707 and lies in the southern hemisphere because it is below the equator. This is the equator. It lies below the equator. That is why we are saying that Australia lies in the southern hemisphere. Now children, let's talk about oceans. We have 5 important oceans. Children, what are oceans? We need to know that first. Oceans are a very large deep water body and it has saline water. There are 5 oceans in the world. Now let's start from Pacific Ocean. Children, Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest ocean. Then we have Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is here north and south. Atlantic Ocean is the busiest ocean. It is very busy. Then third is the Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. Children, can you name the country after which the Indian Ocean is named? Yes. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean which has been named after a country, and that is India. The Antarctic Ocean is a frozen ocean and it lies near the South Pole. It is also called the Southern Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean and is located within the Arctic Circle in the Northern Hemisphere. So children, that's all for today. We are done with the lesson called Understanding of Earth, and now your homework is to revise the whole lesson and to find out the back exercises. That's all for today. Bye.